Hey everyone, another replay. This time we have Kaz83 from class playing in the Bourrasque here on Highway. Now I'm sure everybody is elated because it is not one of my replays, and it's not a clan war battle, so something a little bit different. Now, Kaz here is playing in a tier 10 match, not ideal for the Bourrasque. And look at where he's going. Kaz has decided to go down the J line with the heavies. Now, when I first watched this replay, I was kind of raising my eyebrows, but, you know, I had seen the post-game, and you've seen the thumbnail, so obviously, you know a little bit about how this game is going to go. Now, Kaz's team isn't bringing many tanks over here. 114, a VZ, and a 5100. Not exactly an elite squad here. And Kaz is sort of going to play like a light tank to start. I have never seen this before, to be honest. He's taking a bush early, presumably to try and spot one of their mediums coming in, maybe, or the EBR-90, who may be trying to spot tanks coming down this K line. So the enemy so far, we've seen an ST2, and the team has sort of given up the one line a little bit. A Canona Jagdpanzer and a Standard B have both taken the Bravo 1 corner, and a lot of his team is sort of meandering around the middle, if we can kind of see in here. Very odd setup. But we'll see how that turns out. EBR-90 is making a run for their cap. Kaz puts 2 into that Tiger too, and you can tell he thought he was going to get spotted, but he wasn't. Probably has a great camo crew on top of that, and now he's lit. Unfortunately taking a hit from that ST2 there, reversing as fast as the Bourrasque will go down the backside of the slope, and now their team has decided to push the one line. Over here, we've seen an ST2, now we've seen the Tiger 2 that he shot, and it looks like an AMX of some sort. Over here, I'm not quite sure what that is, it's a little bit covered up on the mini-map. A Turtle has shown up, and now he's outnumbered over here, especially with that M48 Patton decides to come up. Kaz is holding his ground, taking a pot shot at that M48, and unfortunately, because of the reload difficulty, or the aim time difficulty this thing has, it aims longer than it reloads, and Kaz, as that AMX is, or that M4 is backing down the hill, he has to just fire off the second one, and due to the not great accuracy to begin with, it misses, which is a very annoying thing about this tank at times. Medium close range, it's great, it's just 1-2, but at medium to the longer ranges, it can be quite frustrating. Now, the EBR has found about 4 tanks just camping in the cap circle. There's 2 into the Emil. This tank has just fantastic burst damage. And he's not even firing premium either. Now, Kaz is sort of in limbo right now. Do I go back? Do I come forward? There's only 2 tanks over here. One of them is 5100, a tank that's really been lost in time, and the WZ-14 doesn't have great gun depression either. But he decides he's going to stick it out, and let's see what else he can get off of here. Fortunately, can't quite get shots under that train track. The 1-4 goes, and now Kaz decides, I need to get out of here. The grill has already recognized this. Great job by that grill, by the way. Shyam 22 immediately recognizes that threat and rotates over to help. And now Kaz is going to do the second unexpected thing of this match. As the AMX 5100 decides gets killed too. Backing through the bush using the camo, 1 miss, and there's a second one. I did not expect that one to hit. Now Kaz figures maybe he can't get up this hill. At least this is what I think he's thinking. So he's going to play the bushes down here. This is thing number 2 that I've never seen a medium do. Not even a medium, just a low tier medium. On top of that, do is spotting the tanks coming from the K line from this set of bushes and trees. Good spot for the grill there, 755, and now he's going to pull through the trees. Again, fantastic use of camo to finish off that Tornwagen. Now we have our third contestant here. I don't know if this is America's Got Talent or what, but so far it's a no from me. Trying to in this ST2, just trying to come into the riverbed. Fortunately, this ST2 is going to make it underneath. The grill doesn't have amazing gun depression, and it can't take hits either. And look at the camo value of Kaz's Bourrasque here, just kind of rotating through the bushes. Fantastic fire discipline too. This is the tank that hit him earlier, and obviously with that double charge, he could easily finish off Kaz here. So Kaz is just going to sit patiently and wait for his team to deploy. I should also mention that the team has now pushed all the way up into A7, but they've stalled a little bit just due to the sheer amount of tank destroyers back there. The Leo's flying underneath. Remember, there's still a couple of tanks over here in the outskirts of the city there at Kilo 1. I wish I could click the map, but I can't. ST's down to 800 health. And Kaz is going to steal the kill. Doesn't even get lit either. I wouldn't necessarily call that a kill steal. I mean, it sort of was, but Kaz is the reason this flank is alive. Now the grill starts taking hits, presumably, he was spotted by that ST when he went over. Now the Arty we saw that Arty tracer right in front of him here. And Kaz is just going to start weaving and going straight back into that city. He's also up to 5,000 combined, 5,200 combined actually. Still firing standard. He also doesn't have any premium consumables loaded, so this proves right here that you can get this sort of gameplay without it. Some people feel like they have to run food on everything. In competitive, yes, but that's a whole different thing, and there's no need to touch on that in this video. My Kaz is going to weave through the city looking for more contestants. Finds the Emil, who's just too far under the slope. And now he's gunning for this Arty here. Wants that Arty kill. Fortunately, tunnel vision there, runs into the building. Luckily the Bourrasque is quick. There's one to the M55, and there's two into the M55. Easily, that already knew it was coming. He was already trying to get out of there. Fortunately, a little too late. Putting Kaz up to 4 kills now. His team has now pinned the enemies in the back corner. And Kaz is just insistent on playing this city, and it's working for him. The enemies still have 3 tier 10s left. Kaz looking for the M48, knows he gets lit. I couldn't tell if that M48 was looking at him or not. Kaz may have noticed, so Kaz just gets way out of there. And he's going to come back out, presumably unlit, runs into the building again, unfortunately. It really is a building magnet. And now that the M48 really isn't looking, there's 1, and there's 2, for another 639 damage. This tank will surprise you every time as to what it can do. I remember when it first came out, thinking, yeah, this tank's mediocre, the accuracy's bad. Yeah, it's got good DPM, but it only hits for 360. Not a lot of armor, not a lot of health. It's kind of bulky, it's a big target. But this tank has turned to become a staple. Unfortunately, doesn't get a shot there on the FV. Looking for a shot on that FV. Unfortunately, the accuracy just didn't help him, obviously, nor did the dispersion. But Kaz just felt he had to take the shot. Now, the only tank left is that Object 268. Speed it up quickly as he heads over there. Trying to go for 5 kills. Where is that tier 10 tank destroyer? Nope. None of that alleyway. There he is. Now, bounces 1. Now, look at what Kaz is going to do here. Maybe I'll shoot. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Oh, the EBR misses. Obviously, what he's trying to do, he's trying to get that 5th kill. As the cap runs out. And unfortunately, Karma gets him there. Look at that. Instead of rolling for 360, he rolls for 338 and doesn't get the kill. How unfortunate. But you know what? Still a great result. Kaz then teams up with a player at the end who has 5 kills. And therefore is going to get BIA. So let's look at his postgame. Mastery Badge, great result. Spotter, Fighter, Bruiser, Fire for Effect. Lehasvo's medal, never one I can pronounce, for killing all those high-tier tanks. And Brothers in Arms, great work. He got 2,400 spotting, 4,500 assist, for a combined, what is that, 7,000? 7,000? With 4 kills, great result. Now look at the XP, that's the big one here. Remember, when you're playing, a lot of people complain about being against high-tier vehicles. When you play against higher-tier vehicles, you're going to get more credits, more XP, especially for those kills. So that gives him just a touch over 1,600 XP, 50% more than the next best player on his team. Again, big shout out to the grill there. Only finished with 3 shots connected and a kill, but was a huge reason why Kaz was able to do what he was able to. Still made 268,000 credits. What a game there. 99 base, 74k for his personal reserve, and I guess he completed a mission for another 65,000. And look at this. Hardly any consumable cost or ammo cost or repair cost even. Great result there. Kaz, thank you so much for submitting this one. I loved watching it, even more recording it, and I look forward to plenty more from you. Thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video.